more visitors.
Thank goodness. You survived too. What about Sotheby?
Oh, something happened in the favela earlier, so she decided to stay there. Don't worry, Duncan's with her.
We've got bad news. Dr. Doras has been abducted by the Brotherhood.
What? Idiotas! What's wrong with them? Guess I'll call the base. Mi viejo will figure something out.
Think me, Lepera! I thought you'd been sent to Davy Jones' locker.
Why did you think that? I'm tougher than the stubble on the chins of the old geezers here. I'm like you, a ship that'll never sink. Timekeeper? Who's that over there? Kimberly? Did mi viejo let you go? Oh, Timekeeper, let me explain. When we were routing out the deserters, we found Kimberly hanging out with the Manus thugs. Pa took her off somewhere, and he always has a plan, so I didn't bother asking where she ended up. Hey, come over here and say hi. When did Pa let you go? Or did you sneak out somehow?
I think, Miss Kimberly, didn't you pull me out of the water?
How did you know?
Shortly after my fever subsided, I started to remember what happened just before I lost consciousness. There was a voice ringing in my head. It was you calling out to me.
Vertin, I can't have you dying here. You mustn't give up. What? I did not say that. I just took you to the doctor and left.
Aye, 'tis true what Vertin says. Though Kimberly denies it, she chose to save her, even when she had plenty of chances to blow the lass down. She's a good lass at heart. Not an enemy, Lepera.
You have to understand, it's pretty hard not to suspect someone who hangs around with the Manus. Anyway, I guess there must have been some kind of misunderstanding. Back then, I didn't have time to... In any case, I'm sorry, Kimberly.
It's fine, but don't think I'll forgive you so easily. Speaking of the Manus and the Brotherhood, I never quite understood what they were trying to do.
I don't blame you. I still don't really get it either. So you're really not in the same boat as them?
Of course not! I don't have a boat! No, I mean, I'm not in any boat with anyone! If only I'd found my... Listen, I I don't know who it is you're looking for, but it's not me. I've already told you everything I know. If I'm not welcome here, I'll get out of your way. Just... please, don't take me back to the place. I don't want to see that thing ever again.
All right, girls. If you want to have a chat, at least take a seat first. It simply won't do to have you all standing around the entrance like this.
Eating candy is bad for your teeth, Bobo.
Oh, I'm much too old to worry about that. When you reach my age and just waking up each day is a blessing, you'll eat whatever you want, too.
Mamai Mariana, could I have a word with you, please? I have some questions about Mr. Duncan.
Oh, Duncan. What kind of trouble has he stirred up now? All right, then. Why don't we head inside and give those two some space? And Lopera, apologize to that poor girl properly. You hear?
Mi viejo released you, which means you can't be trusted. And you saved Verton's life, too. I guess I shouldn't have been so hostile towards you. Here, have a drink. As a token of my apology. Salvadoran coffee. Great if you need to pull an all-nighter.
So bitter!
Yep, bitter like the old days. You know, back in Colombia, my father did horrible things to his plantation workers. Well, my biological father, not Igor. He said, "No, that's not the sound of gunfire outside. The workers are setting off fireworks. They're celebrating." But they weren't fireworks. He betrayed his workers, his compatriots. It wasn't a celebration. It was a massacre. After that, I ran away from home. One day, the Admiral and Molly found me. That's how I joined Zeno. Betrayal's as common as dirt here. Comrades, friends, family, anyone could sell you out. And for cheap, too. I hope you can find your boat soon. You know, a place where people have your back.
Can I not drink this?
Of course. Don't force yourself. I know the taste isn't for everyone. Carlota Lopez Rivera. That's my full name. Bit of a mouthful, huh? I wanted to erase it from my profile. From everywhere, to be honest. But mi viejo disapproved. Molly agreed with him. She said, "You mustn't forget your past, Beta." So I let it go. But Lopera sounds so much nicer, so I preferred to go by that. And you, Kimberly? What's your real name?
Nala Hari. The residents of Heartfelt Home called me Anjo Nala.
How long ago did Mr. Duncan move here? Do you remember?
It must have been 5, maybe 6 years ago. I'm not entirely sure.
Do you have any photos of him?
We do have one, but he's been gathering dust for years. Let me see. Here. This is him.
I know a gentleman who looked just like him. His name was Carson. Did Mr. Duncan ever go by that name?
No, not that any of us are aware of anyway. And I've known him since I was a medic in the army. Back then, people called him Duncan the Dauntless, or the all-powerful Duncan. I never once heard Carson or anything of the like. Sorry I couldn't be of more help, miña querida.
A crow?
Oh dear, this looks like bad news.
Santos. Dr. Doras is being held captive in the Colonel's manor. He's given us 3 days. He says that if Zeno doesn't return the deserters they detained, he'll execute the doctor. Mamai Mariana, please contact Admiral Eagle. We need Zeno's help.